Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, immediately, the African Union Commission rejected the move of Ruto's administration, allowing and accepting the Sudan rebels to come and form a parallel government in Kenya. Now we are being told that the Sudan government had decided to ban all the imports from Kenya to Sudan.
So this is news that's just in from Sudan, and we know what's been happening in the country with RSF. So Sudan has tonight announced a suspension of all imports from Kenya due to Kenya's support for the RSF militia. The Minister of Trade has issued a decision, and it's based on a cabinet resolution number 129 of 2024 that stipulates a suspension of all imports from Kenya through all ports, all crossings, airports and border crossings. The decision will be effective from the date of the decision until further notice. So everything that's happening with RSF and Sudan here now taking an economic turn to it. Just once again, that Sudan has announced suspension of all imports from Kenya across all borders and port crossings. That is effective, and that's been issued by the Minister of Trade. You will remember the RSF have spent the better part of February in the country putting together what they call some type of political union and coalition and solution to that, something that has raised eyebrows, not just in Kenya but the world over. So that'll be a story to follow and see what happens between the two nations.
As they are claiming, it was not according to their expectations that Ruto's government will allow the Sudan rebels to come and form a parallel government in Kenya, and in fact destroying foreign diplomacy in between Sudan and Kenya. It is not fast, or even you cannot say that this is the only trouble that William Ruto has been in between Kenya and Sudan. But you saw what happened with, of course, in between Ruto's administration with the DRC Congo. When the opposition leader, Cornelius Nangaa, came to Kenya in a certain hotel in Nairobi called Serena Hotel, where they gave their press briefing, when the government of DRC Congo requested the Kenyan government, led by William Ruto, to go and arrest these individuals, William Ruto himself responded to the DRC Congo government, saying that we have a freedom of expression and freedom of speech in Kenya. And so the opposition leadership from Congo were just right. They were having right to express themselves in Nairobi, and it was not a crime. This response never sat well with, of course, the administration of DRC Congo, and Tshisekedi himself withdrew the embassy and even the ambassador of Congo to Kenya. And as you speak, we don't have ambassador of DRC Congo to Kenya. But now, as if that is not enough, Kenyans, William Ruto has been mishandling some diplomatic issues that even costed Raila Odinga's AUC race. The man is reacting on some issues and even assisting some rebels, not only in Africa but across the world. When look at the issue of Israel and Palestine, William Ruto rushed to support the Israel, leaving the Palestine. Remember, in Africa, we have countries that support Palestine and Israel. But some of them never came out speaking on their stand. But clearly, you could see they are on the side of Israel. But because we are having William Ruto's administration, that they don't care about any diplomatic issues, they will just come out and respond faster without even realizing the repercussions, the consequences of their decision. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. Now, as Sudan is now banning all the imports from Kenya to DRC, what is the consequence? Remember, most of the time, you have seen we have been having our port, I think, one of the port in Mombasa being managed by, can I say Sudan? This issue of oil, and of course, you understand very well Sudan, they're also having oil, Do you remember that earlier on, Uganda walikuwa na access oil, mafuta kutoka Kenya through the port of Mombasa. Na wakati Museveni aliona William Ruto anafanya biashara rough game, aliamua kuhamisha the pipeline from Kenya akadivert kwenda wapi? Tanzania. Do you know that bigger percentage of the oil of Tanzania wanapata huko kutoka the port of Tanzania? Do you know that? Walihama hapa wakaenda huko. So when you see Sudan now blocking their borders and saying we are no longer going to have any business with the Kenyan government. Remember, there are several issues that are going to affect us. Of course, next I know it will be DRC Congo. Because remember, as we speak, we don't have good relationship in between Congo and Kenya. Specifically the administration of William Ruto with the administration of President Tshisekedi, who even went ahead to withdraw the ambassador and the embassy in Kenya. But again, on the same note, how William Ruto is trying to handle some diplomatic issues, with time, this will land us into big trouble. I'm telling you, I promise you this. Because the man is a don't care. The man wants to please the world, in front of camera. But behind the scene, things are not good. So you can tell how William Ruto is mismanaging the diplomatic issues. Look at the CS of Foreign Affairs and the PS of Foreign Affairs. They are mishandling some issues. Musalia Mudavadi and the PS Korir Singomei, they are mishandling our diplomatic issues. And that is why you could see during the AUC election, you could see some countries demonstrating and protesting against Kenya. Because William Ruto, as the president, he has managed to miscalculate some diplomatic issues that could be, of course, stipulated in a way that yes, you might not be on the same side with other countries. But remember, we are having also some countries that can side with you, but they are quiet. We are having countries that they might reject what you are saying, but they are quiet, or they can support, but they are quiet, But we as Kenyans, we are having administration led by William Ruto. They don't care about any substance that might come out from that kind of announcement that might land us into problem. So as we speak, we are in problem with Sudan after allowing the paramilitary groups led by the rebels, the so-called RFS, who signed their parallel government in Kenya. Then William Ruto was just sitting pretty comfortable. He don't care. Is that how we should handle our issues, we as Kenyans? Not really. If we want good friendship with other countries, I think also we must safeguard their interest, and they are going to safeguard our interest. But if we are not ready to safeguard their interest, then we are no longer going to have that good relationship with other countries, especially with this regime of William Samoei Ruto. We might be right or wrong. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.